What's up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and today we're going to go over the one-turn KO guide for the upcoming 7-star Dragon Terror Sceptile for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And unlike the last two that I made for Swampert and Emboar, this one's actually a one-turn on turn 1, and it's actually relatively easy to get all the Pokemon you need for this, which is pretty sweet too. And of course, guys, if you like my type of content, enjoy these videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel by joining the Pan Fam by hitting that join channel member button below. So as a reminder, this is going to be my calculated guess on how this works. You will need to have 4 players to do this, to play online or locally with, in order to do this strategy. And, you know, we don't know if there's going to be shields on turn 0. If there's shields on turn 0, then no turn 1, one-turn KO strats will possibly work. So we won't know until the raid actually starts. However, if there is no 0 shields, we should be able to provide the best possible way to do this KO. Now for the raid builds, and this is going to be our player 1 is going to be Crabominal. Now Crabominal is a fire and ice type Pokemon. Dragon is weak to ice. And Crabominal has a very good physical attack stat, and we're going to be giving it the item choice span. Now, the important thing is you need to make sure that your Crab has the ability Anger Point. When it gets hit by a critical hit, you'll be getting +6 attack, and we're going to guarantee ourselves getting hit by a critical hit to proc that Anger Point on turn 1 to be at +6. Now, you want to be at max HP, max attack, adamant nature. HP is going to allow you just to take a physical or a special attack in general. And max attack, adamant nature is necessary to get this one-turn KOs to go off. Of course, you're going to be level 100 and have perfect IVs too. Now, the only move that you need is Ice Hammer. Now, Ice Hammer is a great move, 100 damage. However, it is 90% accurate, so there is a 10% chance that the strategy does fail. But unfortunately, for physical ice moves, this is the best it's gonna get. And also, I looked at physical fairy moves. Play Rough is the exact same scenario, so that is just a little bit disappointing. But for a ×35 Sceptile, this is the only guarantee. If it is a ×30 Sceptile, we could go maybe with a little bit of a safer strat, but in general, this is going to work for no matter what we see in the Sceptile HP value. Now, how do we guarantee that critical hit to get that Anger Point onto the Crabominal? And that is going to be with Meowscarada. And this Meowscarada is actually going to be a level 36 Meowscarada. Level 36 Meowscarada. And why is it level 36? Because we are going to be using the move Flower Trick onto our own Crab, and that's going to proc the Anger Point, but we don't want to do that much damage. So this is going to be as low as possible Meowscarada, and we're going to have the item Focus Sash. Now, if there is no turn 0 damaging move, that means on turn 1, Meowscarada goes for the Flower Trick onto the Crab, we're going to guarantee go down to Focus Sash. So this is betting on the Focus Sash proccing. Now, if there is a turn 0 attack and it does hit the Meow, then this will not work. Then you could replace this out with something like a Frostlass or something like that that has a critical hit move, and you can go for the Crab on this. The reason why I like Meow, though, is because Flower Trick never misses. You don't need to use an item or anything like that. So you could go max HP, max speed. It doesn't really matter because you're level 36, but just keep that in mind, that the Meow is very important to have with the Focus Sash. Now, we're going to have Umbreon here. Umbreon is actually a Pokemon that you can put a lot of different Pokemon here because we need a Pokemon that can use Screech and lower that physical defense by 2. So you could use Venonat with Compound Eyes. You could use Yanma Compound Eyes as well. But I do like Umbreon because there's no chance that it'll actually die. And we're going to be using the item Zoom Lens, because Zoom Lens is going to be we're going to be slower than the Sceptile because, you know, Sceptile's like base 120 speed. So the Sceptile's going to hit us first, which means Zoom Lens is going to activate and then make Screech a 100% accurate move. And I'm running max HP, max defense with a plus defense nature just to be extra safe, but it doesn't matter. Sceptile doesn't have a move that can knock us out, so you don't really need to be as precise as I am, but I just am in general. Now, our last Pokemon is actually going to be Stonjourner. Stonjourner is only in Pokemon Scarlet, so keep that in mind, but it's a very good raid Pokemon. So you don't have one, this Pokemon is very great in general, because we're going to give it Focus Sash, and yes, you are weak to Grass. However, we have Focus Sash, and we're going to be fine. So we're going to go max HP. You can go max special defense because we actually have pretty decent physical defense. And our ability, and the ability for all Stonejourners, is Power Spot. Power Spot essentially gives everyone on the team a free life orb. And then we're going to go for Attack Cheer. So we're going to be giving everyone that Attack Cheer boost and a Power Spot boost. And that's going to let our Crab be able to get that turn 1 KO on the Sceptile, so we can farm for all the Urban Mystica that we possibly can. Now, to break it down, this is how the raid is going to go. So player 1 needs to wait for everything else to go off before you do anything, right? So player 2, immediately when the raid starts, you are going to hit Flower Trick onto the Crab, and that's going to proc Anger Point and give the Crab +6 physical attack, maxing out his attack. And with that choice band, he's going to be hitting like an absolute truck. Now, Umbreon is going to go for the Zoom Lens Screech because Umbreon is slower than the Sceptile. The Screech will always hit. Then the Stonejourner is immediately just going to go for Attack Chair, and Power Spot immediately is on the field when it comes out of its Pokeball. So you just have to go and hit that Attack Chair, and the Meow and the Stone should both survive with their Focus Sashes unless there is a turn 0 attack that hit them, but we can always work around that too. Now, with a times 35 Sceptile, and the raid bosses are usually either times 30 or times 35, very few cases we ever see times 40, but at times 35, a +6 max attack choice band Crab, Attack Cheer with 1 Power Spot boost, Ice Hammer versus a -2 defense Terra Dragon Sceptile is going to be doing 122.5 to 144% of the boss's max HP, guaranteeing a one-hit KO. So this is going to be the farming method, and it should be relatively easy. All these Pokemon are super easy to get. The only remotely difficult one would be the Stonejourner, who is only in Pokemon Scarlet. But at this point, I feel like most people have one, so should be super easy. And of course, if I figure out any other raid builds, whether for solo, whether for a one turn, I will be sharing them in a future video. So stay tuned to the channel for more. Don't forget, we are going to be doing this strategy live at 8 p.m. Eastern this Thursday when the Terra Dragon Sceptile does drop. So keep that in mind. We'll be doing this live, and then I'll be going into the solo build, and then we'll be making our ultimate guide with what works the best. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video guide, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, and have a good one.